All right, guys, let's talk. There are a lot of things that are happening in the IT industry. That is layoffs when parents are in ICU at top big IT companies like TCS, Infosys. Then are different IT companies that are hiring in bulk like Infosys and Capgemini. There are different IT companies who are not providing any salary hikes. There are IT companies who are putting 90 days of notice period and converting it directly to 5 days or 6 days and laying off the employees. So a lot of things are happening in the IT industry, but we are going to focus today on the GCCs. Now, a lot of people might already know what exactly the Global Capability Center is, and some of you might already know that these GCCs are directly taking the employees from the clients. Or I would say, for example, there is a company that is TCS or Infosys, they're having a client like JP Morgan or Morgan Stanley. Then what they're doing under the GCC agreement, that is Global Capability Center agreement, that they are transferring the employees from TCS Infosys to the GCC, that is going to be Morgan Stanley or other companies. There are a lot of GCCs that are being established and they are paying hefty salaries for the same role that you were doing in your so-called service-based company. And that is going to be important, and that is going to be the spotlight at this particular week. So the first thing that we are going to discuss is that how you can go and approach the GCC, or how you can approach a client that they should hire you. Okay. Second thing is what will be the challenges that you might be facing when you are shifting from your service-based company to your current client or the GCC. And then we will discuss about the salary hike and what should be the expectations. The first important thing that we are going to discuss is how you can approach. So let us start that. So basically, if you are a top performer of your team, if you are working on a tech stack like backend development, front end development, or even testing, automation testing, if you are an SDET, or even if you are a business analyst working for service based company for one particular US based or European based client. So in that case, you have to be excellent in the work that you're doing. You have to be excellent in communication with the client. If you have received some kind of appreciation from the client over email, it is an added advantage. What you have to do is whenever you are having conversation with the client, you can ask them if they are having some openings in their current company in the GCC, particularly in India or anywhere else. If they tell you that yes, there are openings, the project managers or the business analysts or the scrum masters or something like that, right, managers, tech leads, if they tell you that there are openings and we can try to switch you from your current company to our company, right, so it can be a captive company or it can be a GCC also, right. So in that case it is an easy move. But there is some contrary point here, because these are the clients of the service based companies. Service based companies won't allow you to directly go to that GCC or the captive company. What they tell you is that if you want to go to that company, you will have to go to some other company, and only then you can go to that company after 1 year. So this is the non-compete clause that is present inside your agreement that you have signed, or the offer letter that you have joined, that you have signed, right? So what can be done in that case? Personally, let me share the experience that I have seen. One of my friend, she was working at one of the biggest IT company. She was working for an automotive client, and she was very good in DevOps. Right? She was excellent in her team. She was a top performer. And the most important thing, the most important skill that the clients or the captive companies or these big banks they are looking for is taking the responsibility and then delivering on it. So this is the most important thing. If you are someone who is having high caliber, high skills, and if you are excellent in your current tech stack, and on top of that, if you're taking the responsibilities and you are completing the task on time and over delivering and over achieving, then it will be really easy for you to go into that captive company or the client that you're working for. What you have to do is you just have to get an accept like appreciation or all those emails from the manager or from the team lead or for the client that you're working for. You have to keep it with you, and whenever you get an opportunity to apply for the company, you can either take one way, that is you can directly go to the careers page and you can apply over there. Otherwise, since there is a non-compete clause, what you can go and tell them is that if there is any opening, then please consider my profile, because I am working on this particular tech stack from this amount of years, and I will be the better suitable role or the candidate for this particular role, right? Then what you have to do is you have to put down your papers. Obviously, the company, what they will do is they will be having some contracts to third party companies, right? In this case, for example, there is a captive company or there is a GCC, they are having some third party company payrolls, right? So then what you will happen, you will be working for that third party company's payroll for almost 11 to 12 months, and later on you will be getting transferred to that particular captive company or the GCC. So this is the easy path. But now there are some more clauses that are being implemented by the captive companies or the GCCs, which clearly states that Once the application is built, there will be a transfer of the employee. Since these employees are part of TCS Infosys, they will be directly transferred to that particular GCC. And trust me, guys, this is a lot of advantages for your career, because you are going to join the client. This shows that you are very skilled and you are among the top performers of the current project. Okay. Second thing, that is the challenge that we have already discussed, that companies have not compete clause, or you have to sign that one. You have already signed that 1 year of agreement that you cannot join the client or the competitor, or something like that. So that is the major challenge, right? Now, second major challenge that you face is basically you will be working on a third party role, right, for some time, right? And that can be something challenges if the company faces some kind of turbulence inside its projects, or some funding issue, or there is some recession or something like that. Then your job might be at risk, because you are already working on third party, and for them to fire you using the third party will be very easy. Okay, so this is the thing, because that is a kind of contract position. Third important thing, that is the advantage of joining a GCC and the advantage of having a captive company working for them, is that one thing is that you will be getting an on-site opportunity if that company is having their like offices in that particular country, for example US, for example Europe, Germany, for example. Because in my past organization I got an opportunity, but due to some other reasons I was not able to go. But yes, there are opportunities when you can get 15 days, 20 days of on-site travel, all company sponsored and all those things, right? Your visa will be done and all those things. So that is the scenario, right? So on top of that, you will be getting a hefty salary. And working with the brand itself creates a lot of attention, right? If you go and tell someone that I'm working for TCS Infosys, it will be like, okay, yes, that is fine. A lot of people are working for TCS Infosys. But if you tell them and tell them that basically I'm working for JP Morgan, if I'm working for Morgan Stanley, if I'm working for Bank of America, Mastercard, Deutsche Bank, right? BMW, Amazon, Man Energy, all these companies are big, big product based companies, right? GCCs they have established in India. And if you tell someone that I'm working for this company, then they will be like very acknowledging you. Second point is that they will also, you will also feel very satisfaction, because you are working on something which everyone is using, right? You're not working on something which the client is having a product, but you are working on something which is helping others in their daily life, right? On top of that, you'll be getting a very good salary, a handsome paycheck, and you will be getting good options in when it comes to your flexibility, work from home, work from office, right? Hybrid working style. On top of that, you will be getting good benefits like health insurance and other things also. A lot of things that are there, right? So this was one of the key reasons why I wanted to make such video, because other people are also aware how you can go and directly take a transfer into that GCC or into the client's company that you're working for. Okay, so I know that a lot of people are asking us a lot of questions in the comment section, and it is not easy for us to make videos. But if you subscribe to our YouTube channel, if you share this video with all of your friends who are working in the IT industry, it will help them as well and help us also to grow, so that all our videos reach to the right audience and they also get the benefit of from our videos. So please do share this video with all of your friends who are working in the IT industry, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you.